It's time to give Mike "The Miz" Mizanin his flowers. From reality show punchline to WrestleMania main eventer, The Miz spent nearly 2 decades proving everyone wrong. A man once mocked for being too Hollywood and not a real wrestler, has not only outlasted many of his peers, but carved out a Hall of Fame worthy career on his own terms. He's a reliable in-ring performer, a magnetic talker who made Miz TV a staple segment. He's the guy you can count on to entertain, to provoke, to perform. He brings that kind of consistency that WWE has leaned on again and again. And while he's done just about everything there is to do in WWE, 2 times Grand Slam champion, WWE Champion, Tag Champion, WrestleMania main event, there's one title that defines him more than any other: the Intercontinental Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz!
Just ask a random fan who comes to mind when they hear Intercontinental Champion, or show them this image, and chances are high the answer is going to be The Miz. Miz has held the title 8 times, second only to Chris Jericho. He's also third in all time combined days as champion. But more than just the numbers, it's what he did with each reign that solidified his legacy. Let's take a closer look at how each of these reigns helped make him the quintessential Intercontinental Champion. Reign number 1, won from Christian.
Look out! Ollie! Here's the cover! Miz has done it! He wins his first Intercontinental title!
The Miz's first taste of Intercontinental gold came on a huge stage, the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw. He defeated Christian, with Bret Hart acting as guest announcer. Hart showed clear favoritism toward Christian,
and his opponent, The Miz,
which made Miz's win all the more satisfying. But the reign came to an end on main event, a new show WWE was trying to get off the ground at that time. That show quickly turned into the Jobber Show, so in retrospect, it's kinda hilarious Miz lost his title to Kofi Kingston on a C show. Reign number 2, won and lost to Wade Barrett.
Tonight for WrestleMania. Wow, what a unique make this way. Wade Barrett's knocked out. We're the Intercontinental.
This one was more about timing. Both Miz and Barrett were starring in WWE studio films that were releasing at the time. A quick title swap at WrestleMania 29 weekend that didn't mean much, but kept Miz in the mix. Reign number 3, won a vacant title. After Barrett vacated the title due to injury, Miz won a Battle Royal, last eliminating none other than Dolph Ziggler. This would kick off a feud with quite some longevity. Miz vs Ziggler, a rivalry full of character work and oversells. Reign number 4, won from Dolph Ziggler. Because it was so much fun the first time, Miz played another round of hot potato with the IC belt. So far, nothing remarkable happened in Miz's title reigns, but thankfully it gets a lot better from here.
Awesome!
Reign number 5, won from Zack Ryder. Now this is where things clicked. Zack Ryder had his WrestleMania moment in 2016, winning a 6-man ladder match in a feel-good upset. But it lasted just 1 day. Miz took the belt on Raw, and fans were furious. Ryder finally got his due, only to lose it immediately, but Miz used that moment. He brought in his wife Maryse to lean heavier into his A-lister persona. He got into a now legendary war of words with Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack that blurred the lines between story and reality. And of course, his feud with Ziggler reached new highs, culminating in a title vs career match at No Mercy 2016, where Ziggler finally dethroned him. This reign restored prestige to the Intercontinental Championship. Reign number 6, won from Dolph Ziggler. Miz wasn't done. He brought back the Spirit Squad to get into Ziggler's head, reclaimed the title and extended his run of fantastic heel work.
I think Renee's from behind, grabs the tights.
Eventually, Dean Ambrose put an end to his cheating ways, but Miz was far from finished. Reign number 7, won from Dean Ambrose. At Extreme Rules 2017, Miz outsmarted Ambrose by bending the championship advantage rule to his likings. This time, he surrounded himself with the Miztourage, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Not only did this give him backup, it gave 2 floundering talents a new spotlight. With them by his side, he got through Dean Ambrose, and Kurt Angle's long-lost son, Jason Jordan, until Roman Reigns had enough of Miz's shenanigans. Reign number 8, won from Reigns, lost to Seth Rollins. On the 25th anniversary of Raw, Miz delighted the world by taking the title of controversial Roman Reigns with shenanigans once again, this time an exposed corner buckle.
Where the hell? Where's the buckle pad? Here's the cover! Miz is the champion!
2 months later, at WrestleMania 34, he walked in as champion one final time, against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, in a banger of a triple threat. Rollins took the win, but Miz proved once again that when the lights are the brightest, he delivers. And with that, Miz had won and lost the IC title from every member of the Shield in order: Dean, Roman, then Seth. Not bad for a guy who once struggled to find a locker room to change him. Before Gunther came, it was really hard to argue against the Miz. He didn't just hold the belt, he defined it. He restored its importance when WWE needed it. He made it feel like a big deal. He made us care about the mid-card, and he did all of it without needing 5-star matches. He used story, character and old school psychology. Chris Jericho may have held the belt more times, Gunther may have held it longer, but the Miz, he became synonymous with it. So now that the dust has settled and Miz's IC title days are likely behind him, maybe it's time we all admit what's been true for a long time. The Miz is the Intercontinental Champion. Not just by the numbers, not just by the matches, but by how far the title meant when it was around his waist. Miz isn't just a Hollywood guy. He's a future Hall of Famer and still has some gas left in the tank. But above all, he's the quintessential Intercontinental Champion.
And I'm awesome.
You've been watching WW.
The best things in wrestling.